guys, just one moment. Hi guys, it's Amy with A to Z Stamping, doing my weekly live video. Sorry, I've got so much stuff on my desk that my camera's super close. Let's see if I can move it back. So it's putting a weird line across my face. It's a shadow. Well, I don't think that's any better, but that's okay. I'm gonna move you back a little bit. Both my kids are home. It is summer break, and so hopefully they won't get on the internet. I told them not to use any internet while I'm doing a live video so that hopefully I'll have good Wi-Fi the whole time, but we'll see how it goes. How's everyone doing? I always think it's funny that we ask, how's your summer going? Because I don't think I've ever asked anyone before, how's your fall going? Or how's your winter going? Or your spring? But whatever, we always ask about the summer. I've mentioned before, I have a very boring summer this summer. My kids are full of activities. My husband's full of activities, but I'm bored. But I've spent a lot of time in my craft room, which is nice. Let's see, I have a few things to go over, and then I'm going to get to a demonstration for you today doing the using the Your Inspiring stamp set. And you guys, I think today is my 300th video. I'm pretty sure today's my 300th video. I actually have more than 300 videos, but since I've been numbering them, I don't number them all, but the ones I do number, this should be number 300. I can't even believe that. In just a little over a year, 300 videos. Seems like a lot, but it's been a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it. Okay, so I don't have a class this week. Those of you who signed up for my Dandelion Wishes class last week, I am just waiting for the box from Stampin' Up! To arrive with all of the goodies in it and all the materials. And I will get that in the mail to you, hopefully by Thursday this week, I'm hoping. Depends on what day the box arrives. But I'm excited. I got the class video filmed and uploaded. The uploading is the hardest part. It takes, my internet is so slow here where I live that it takes about 2 days. I'm not even kidding, 2 full days to upload a video. Hey, Nikki. So it's a lot of my internet. My kids hate it when I'm uploading a video because I make them stay off the internet so as to not slow it down. But anyway, so next week though, I will be doing my Christmas in July class, and it's going to be the Hearts Come Home stamp set. I would pull it out for you, but I have it covered in stuff. Let me see if I can get it out here without making a huge mess. I'm actually working on designing the class right now. Let's see if I can get it out. Okay, I think I did it. So it's going to be this stamp set, which is going to be backwards to you, I realize, but let's see, can I get on the screen? The Hearts Come Home, so it has these cute houses and the trees, and this, lots of fun Christmas sentiments, but we're also doing the framelits along with it. What are they called? The Hometown Greetings Edgelets dies, which has, you know, all these fun things. So you will need a Big Shot or a die cutting machine for this class, but it's going to totally be worth it, you guys. The cards are so cute. I love it. And I always say, even if you do Christmas cards, let's say you don't make Christmas cards, you order them from Costco or Walgreens or wherever, like a picture card, that's great. Still do that. I do that. And those are what I send to like friends and college friends and family and stuff like that. But there's always those people in your life that you need to give a Christmas card to that really you don't know personally, or they don't know your children or anything, and it seems weird giving them a card of a picture of your kids. So that's why I like to have a handful of cards, and I usually make mine on hand for those types of people. And so a class like this is perfect because you'll make 6 cards. You'll have 6 homemade Christmas cards to give to those people, like maybe like businesses you frequent in town. Maybe you want to give them a card and a treat, something along those lines. Then you'll have cards. So anyway, a Christmas in July class is a lot of fun. And I don't know, I always think it's kind of fun to throw one in there just to kind of get in the Christmas mood. But anyway, watch for that next Monday. It's going to be the Hearts Come Home Christmas class. Okay. If you're new to me, hi, I'm Amy Zuydhoek. I'm A to Z Stamping everywhere. The 2 is the number 2, and it's all one long word, A to Z Stamping. You can find me on Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook. I have a group on Facebook, A to Z Stamping. I'd love to have you join me there. On YouTube, A to Z Stamping or Amy Zuydhoek. I know my last name is kind of hard to spell, but you can find it everywhere. It's printed everywhere. And the best place to get everything is my blog, a2zstamping.com. That's usually a good home base where you can find links to all of the stuff that you want to do. Let's see, last week we had 2 baseball tournaments, the last for both boys. I'm kind of sad baseball's done, but I'm not really. You guys who are sports parents, you get it, right? So it was like 90 degrees out, which is brutal for sitting and watching games. And of course, my younger son's games were about an hour and a half away. And if there's an 8 a.m. game, our team will always get it. So we did that. My older son's game was local. We weren't actually able to go to his second game because we went to my younger son's game, but he had to work anyway. My older son did. And then they had like a barbecue and a home run derby, I think. But it was just so weird sending him off by himself, not going. That's weird with having older kids. But anyway, baseball has come to an end. And my younger son says he's not going to play anymore, which is so sad. We'll see if that's really true. But he says he's done with baseball. He loves soccer. Soccer's his main sport. And he thinks he loves football. He's never played before, but he's certain he's going to be a football star. So he's going to go out for that in 7th grade this coming school year. But soccer is his main love, and both boys play tennis. So anyway, it'll be weird. I love baseball. Baseball's my favorite. So that's what we did all weekend. And then yesterday they had dentist appointments. Today I had to take my older son to the doctor for something, and they're leaving. My older son and my husband are leaving this Friday for the Virgin Islands. I know, it feels sad for them, for a Boy Scout high adventure trip. Actually, the trip doesn't sound fun at all to me, personally, but I'm sure they'll love it. And they're leaving Friday for 9 days, so it'll just be me and Caden home. And of course, he has a zillion plans for us. But anyway, we were talking about, I said, well, maybe you should do a video with me, or maybe do my live video with me next week. So he was open to the idea. So maybe tune in next Tuesday, because you might get to see Caden on with me. We'll see. I thought I might design something. He wants to do something with heat embossing. And I said, well, maybe I'll show how easy it is that even you can do it, but we'll see. So anyway, if not, I'll try to get him in on at least one of my videos that I record. All right, you guys, still for the month of July. What's today? I don't even know. Today's the 17th. So we have just about 2 more weeks of the ink pad deal. If you join Stampin' Up, you get 10 ink pads for free. You get to pick any of the 4 color families or the 2 in color groups of 5, so 10 there. This is a great deal, you guys. Even if you're like, well, I really don't want to be a Stampin' Up demonstrator, personally, I would take advantage of this deal. I would sign up, get your $125 in whatever you want out of the catalog. That's a great time to pick up a big shot. If you've been watching one of those for $99, you could get a big shot. Get your 10 free ink pads, and then you have until December 31st to see if you can even meet the minimums. And if you can't, you know what? Then being a demonstrator wasn't for you. But I have a feeling what is that? Just under 6 months to meet the $240 minimum, because you do get 20% off everything. I don't know. I think it's worth a try just for those ink pads. So if you're interested, let me know. I'd love to have you sign up on my team. I have a really fun team. And but if you have any questions about it, feel free to talk to me. I don't want to go over it too much, but remember, we do have a holiday catalog coming up, which is my favorite. And so between now and December 31st, you would need to meet your quarterly minimum, which would be, as I said, $240 in sales, which you can do all yourself. It doesn't have to, you don't ever have to go out and get customers. And we have a holiday coming out, holiday catalog coming out, it comes out September, I want to say like 5th for customers, but for demonstrators, we get to order from it August 1st. And then there's also, in that time period before December 31st, the occasions catalog will be coming out. And that will start in January, but we get to order from it around December 1st. So you have 2 brand new catalogs you would be able to order from early to meet that $240. So I don't know, think about it, guys. And if you're interested, again, talk to me. You can email me a2zstamping@gmail.com, or you can just check out information on my blog, and I'm happy to answer any questions. My July host code is 7GT2J6TP. If you do shop with me, I'd love it if you'd use that hostess code. That really helps me out. Okay, you guys, we have till July 31st for the buy 3 get 1 free paper sale. Make sure you take advantage of that too, especially if you are a scrapbooker or you like to do projects like make bags or boxes or things like that. Definitely take advantage of that paper sale, because who doesn't like getting stuff for free, honestly? And you can, I think it's almost all the paper. There's just a couple that aren't included in that sale. And then one last thing is they are running a Paper Pumpkin deal right now. So for anyone new to Paper Pumpkin or using an email you haven't used before, Anyone new to Paper Pumpkin, if you use the code BLOOM0818, when you sign up, you get 50% off your first month. So basically, you'll get the August kit at 50% off. So for $10, you'd get the August kit. That's a really good deal. I don't know what the August kit will be. We never know what they are ahead of time. A couple times they've given us a sneak peek like they did for this July kit, but we never know what they are ahead of time. But it's great fun. They're a great gift for someone, especially for that person that is crafty, but you have no idea what to get them. It's a great gift idea. So anyway, if you're interested in signing up for Paper Pumpkin, again, use the BLOOM0818 code. And if you go to my blog, a2zstamping.com, at the bottom of each of my posts is the link to my Paper Pumpkin site. Paper Pumpkin can be a little confusing because if you just go to the Paper Pumpkin site, it doesn't always ask for a demonstrator to sign up under. So anyway, click on the link right from my site. All right, I think that's all I've got. So I'm going to flip you guys around and do my quick little demonstration with the Your Inspiring Stamp Set. All right, got you flipped over. And let me get you up here. Okay. All right, so like I said, we're going to be using this stamp set right here. You are inspiring. I thought this was pretty. I like the flowers right here. There's this group. There are several sentiments. Oh, and I like this too. There's a Happy Easter, which I think this might be the only stamp set we have in the current catalog with an Easter sentiment. Possibly on the, what's it called now? Itty Bitty something, teeny, itty, I don't know. There might be an Easter one, but I'm not sure. Kind thoughts for you. You're inspiring. Happy birthday. And because of you, I am me. Happy Mother's Day. So this might be the only one with a Mother's Day sentiment as well, which I know we won't need these for a while, but it's always nice to have, especially if you like to work on something ahead of time. But I'm going to be using this big flower here and the happy birthday. I thought I'd make a birthday card. So we're going to do our stamping first. So I just have a scrap piece of Whisper White cardstock here. And before I get started, since I don't edit my live videos, all of the items I use and dimensions and things like that can be found on my blog, a2zstamping.com. About an hour after my video finishes, you can find all the information there if you, I'm going to zoom in just a little bit, just so if you want to see or know what something was, all right? So I'm going to, I've got my stamp here. This is a clear mount stamp set. Clear mount means it's on the red rubber. It's not actually clear. And I'm going to stamp this in Memento ink because I want to use my blends to color this. And so Memento black ink works best since they're alcohol markers. Okay. Get that nice and inked up. And I'm just going to stamp this right here. There we go. Perfect. And I'm going to grab my chamois here. Just give that a good clean. The chamois is the best thing ever. I keep mine in a clear stamp case. It does need to be wet. That's why I keep it in the stamp case, because if you set it down on your desk and stuff, it will, you know, get that stuff wet. It does get stained, you see, but this isn't coming off on me or anything. That's just the way the chamois works. All right. I'm going to close up my Memento ink, and then I'm going to grab another scrap piece. Do I need another? Actually, I'll just keep using this one. I don't know why I need another one. And I want to stamp. I actually grabbed the Banners for You stamp set because I wanted this banner right here. I actually don't want the stamp. Yeah, I do want the stamp, but I wanted the framelit also. What are those framelits called? Let's take a peek. They're called the Bunch of Banners framelits dies. So I'm going to stamp this one first. And this is a photopolymer stamp set, which means it's clear. And I'm going to stamp it in Crumb Cake ink. So let me ink that up. And I'm going to stamp that. Actually, I'm going to turn it this way and I'm going to stamp that right there. All right, perfect. So there's my banner. And again, just clean it off. That's all clean. Your photopolymer stamps will get stained. That's fine, but there's no ink on this anymore. And if you're worried about like ink in there, you can just grab your chamois and really polish it up. But my stamp is just kind of stained like this. I promise you, it's all clean. Okay. Then I'm going to grab the happy birthday, nope, not this one, the happy birthday sentiment. Actually, you guys, I may have messed that up. I did. I think I want to stamp the happy birthday first since it is a clear mount and I can't see it. I can try to stamp it in here, but I don't think it's going to work. Let's see. Since I can't see where it's going, See, I'm too high. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stamp this first. I'm gonna stamp my happy birthday. Then I'm gonna stamp this over the top. That's one of the beauties of the stamp being photopolymer, is that now I can line it up and I can see it. There, and see, that's perfect. So again, clean these off. Okay. All right, and I can close up my crumb cake. And before I do my coloring with my Stampin' Blends, I'm actually gonna cut these out. So what I'm going to use are the Framelits dies. I talked about these a lot lately. So these are called the Stitched Seasons Framelits dies. So these will be available on August 1st. And they are going to be available only while supplies last. There's a coordinating stamp set, but these are the Framelits, and there's these 3 in this shape. This is why I loved them so much. And then there's also some other Framelits, which I'll show you at another time, but I love these. I'm kind of sad they're only going to be available while supplies last, because then I won't be showing them anymore in my videos, but I love this shape and everything. So anyway, I'm going to grab my Big Shot. And I know you can barely see it, but that's okay. I've got my magnetic platform down, which is perfect for something like this, because I want this to stay right in place. And it magnets right on. So this I'm going to cut out like so. And with my banner, scoot it down a little bit just so you can see, I will line this up, and it should magnet right on. Right where I want it. Perfect. Put my top plate and push this through and crank it. And sorry, you're gonna look at my arm. Crank it through, crank it through. That crackling sound is totally normal. Okay, we pull those out. And then I'm also gonna cut one more in crumb cake. I've got some crumb cake cardstock, and I have the bigger one of these from that stitched. Why do I always forget what it's called? What was it called? The Stitched Seasons Framelits dies. This is the largest one. And I'm gonna put it down on this crumb cake, which I know you can't see right this second, but you'll see in a second. Right, and crank it through. Here it goes. Oops. Sorry. Sorry guys, it's yelling at me. There we go. Sorry guys, I totally knocked the camera over. And then it said to me, you can't change your camera while you're videoing. Okay, the cool thing about these is, you guys, you see it also stitches the outline of what you cut out. So you could totally cut this and use this on something as well. And it stitches the one that you cut out. All right, let me put this back. All right, so now we can, let's see what we ended up here. So we ended up with this guy right here. And these two. This one, so it does have the stitching all around it. Pretty, right? And this guy right here. I love that. All right, let me throw all my scraps to the side. Now I do want to color this in. So I grabbed some of my blends. Let's see, I grabbed the Daffodil Delight Light and Dark. And this one is the, what do we have here? The Granny Apple Green Light and Dark. And I'm going to color these. Let's see, I think I'll go with my Daffodil Delight first. So on the example, I used Lovely Lipstick and Call Me Clover. So I'll show you that in a second. Oops, I need to color this a little bit nicer. Do you see I got outside the line there? But let me show you really quick with the blends. I got to reach over here. There is one you can get, and I forget what it's called. What do we call it? It looks like this though. It's white, and it's called a color lifter. There we go. And it does just what it says. It actually, if you accidentally go outside the line like I did, you use this and it takes the color off. There we go. Look, it's all gone, and that'll dry. My mistake is gone. Okay. Sorry, I just wasn't paying attention. Now I'll do this one a little bit nicer. So I'm doing it in the light. Doing it in the light right now. Are these daffodils? I'm gonna say they are. I don't know. I'm really not a garden person. I'm terrible at stuff like that. Actually, I'm gonna use this color lifter again because I got outside the lines again. Okay, look at that, all gone. all gone. And then I'm going to take the dark, and I'm just going to bring a little bit of dark in here. You could kind of do it however you want. I think I'll... Okay, that looks pretty to me. Pretty. Okay. Then I'm going to take the Granny Apple Green. I actually think I'm going to take the light and do my leaves. The Granny Apple Green is one of the new blends colors. There's a whole bunch of new colors in this catalog, and they weren't available when the catalog first came out, but they are now, and I love them. And I'll show you in a second how I store mine, because they don't come in a case or anything. Well, I don't know why they would anyway, because you buy them singly. So you buy the light or the dark or both. I like having both of all the colors, but you don't have to. You could buy just the light or just the dark. And there's no, like, you don't save money like the more you buy or if you buy them together. So buy them however you want, which I kind of like that, because sometimes you want to have the whole set and sometimes you don't. I like having options. Okay, so there's that. And actually, do I want to bring in any of the dark? I don't know if I really do. I think I might just put a few lines. Oh, can you guys hear my kids? I don't even know what they're doing. I don't really care what they're doing as long as they're not fighting, right? Okay, pretty. Oh, I think that looks really good. Okay, so I'm going to, sorry, am I totally off, like the camera shot? Okay, let me zoom back out a little bit. Sorry guys, I keep getting all these messages on my phone. Okay. Looks like I wasn't, it looks like I'm off the camera shot. Let's see. Oh, hi Jaylee, are you watching my video? Okay, so now we can put our card together. So I'm gonna stick this one just with some adhesive right on the front, like so. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this cute little banner and I'm gonna stick some dimensionals on the back. So let's go 1, 2, and 3. I don't know why it's so zoomed in for you guys, because on my camera it looks like it's not, but whatever. That's technology for you. Okay, and we're gonna stick this right here. Happy birthday, like so. And let me grab this here. So I'm gonna use thick Whisper White cardstock as my base. And this is just your standard 5.5 by 8.5. Fold it over. Give it a nice crisp fold. And I wanted to use some of the wood paper. I just thought it was pretty. And so I cut this to 4 by 5.25. I sometimes forget about the wood paper, and I don't know why, because I love it, especially with like flowers. Okay, stick that on there, and then this is gonna go right on the front. And this is my very simple card. There we go. Happy birthday. Isn't that pretty? And here's the one I did earlier. So this is the one in Lovely Lipstick and Call Me Clover. Let me get that really close up so you can see. What do you think? Not too bad for a 300th video. And this card is so simple. Yeah, sometimes simple is all you need. Look at the stitching. Isn't that so cool? I love that. So anyway, that's my Your Inspiring card. I think that's all I've got. If nobody has any questions for me, then I think I will go. My kids are dying to get onto the internet and use up the Wi-Fi. So if you are interested in taking advantage of that ink pad deal, send me an email. I'd love to chat with you. And we can see if it's a right fit for you. But really, who doesn't love to save money? I think it's kind of a right fit for anybody. So, why was I sideways? Did I turn myself sideways, you guys? I think I may have turned the video sideways. It looks like I did. Oh, well. Well, we'll have to see. Well, you guys, I don't even know how that happened. Let me see. Somehow I turned my video sideways halfway through the video. So I don't know if I'll even end up posting this on YouTube. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, let me see. Does it work? There we go. Let's turn it this way. I can't believe that. I don't even know how that happened, you guys. When I knocked it, it must have done that. So anyway, there's the cards. Sorry it was all sideways, you guys. That's why it wasn't fitting on the screen properly. I can't believe that. Anyway, all right. Well, I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully I'll have my act together. See you later, guys. Bye.